Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your love reading for January 12th to the 18th. Let's get started right away. This is the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck, and then I'm going to clarify with the Romance Angels and the Whispers of Love. We are going to use a Celtic cross spread today, as usual. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 12th to the 18th, please, in love and romance. We're talking about romantic love, what's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in romantic love, romance. We don't want to know about, how the family's doing. We're talking about romance. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 12th to the 18th. What's going on in romance? For romance in Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is talking about romantic love for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 12th to the 18th, please, in the form of a Celtic cross. Now I'm saying it's romantic love. Why? Because I'm going to do general readings, and that kind of incorporates everything. There we go. That's my signal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Fives and fives. Conflict, conflict, conflict. Cheap thrills. Fighting. Conflict. Competition in love. We're talking about romance, right? If this was a general thing, general reading, it would be a lack of faith, lack of trust, lack of funds. Feeling like an outsider left out in the cold. When it's about love and romance, when you have a lack of faith or trust in the institution of love or marriage or romance, it's kind of speaking to, well, you're at a 5. You're not at the completion. You're at the midpoint, right? Also, it's about conflicted about your outlook on romance and love. So what do you do when you're conflicted and you're not committed and you don't have faith and trust? Well, then you look for cheap thrills. You go out, you hook up, but you're not looking for a lasting relationship. And also, 5 of Wands speaks to competition in love. So there might be fighting. There might be a lot of options for you. There might be people competing for your attention or you competing for another's attention. This Fool card is about blinded by love, okay? Like hopping right in, lots of enthusiasm, trying to start something right away. Generally speaking, the Fool is about a fresh, clean slate, very positive card in a general reading. In love and romance, it's like you take that innocence and that enthusiasm of the Fool and you amplify it in someone who's jumping right in without the experience. And so you're trying to manifest something very quick, very fast. Often that doesn't work out well in romance. Let's talk about Gemini's romantic life. What's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 12th to the 18th? I'm going to stop. There we go. On the bottom, we've got expansion. You're looking out at something more. Maybe Facebooking, checking to see what's going on with some people that you're interested in, that you're keeping tabs on. You already have something started, right? Established here with this one wand that's fixed to the castle. The other one's now free and you're thinking about having or starting something else. And there we are again with the 5 of Pentacles. And there we are again with the Fool. This is the situation challenge position here with the Fool. Consciously thinking about 10 of Pentacles. On the foundation, you're thinking about the 2 of Swords. Recent past, we have the Emperor. Recent future, we have Death, 2 major arcana cards, major influence. It goes boom, boom, boom. Major arcana, meaning major secrets, major influence. Here we have you, 8 of Swords. Around you, Tower. Hopes and fears. The Devil, could be a Capricorn. Outcome, beautiful. Star. Okay. So, I told you already about this 5 of Pentacles in love and romance, but I'll just do a quick recap. It's about not having enough faith and trust in the institution here. It's a church. But in romantic life, in romance, it's more like the institution of marriage. You don't have faith and trust in romance, and that way you might have turned your back on that institution, and you've been like the situation is, dealing with people who aren't on your level, okay? Just because you haven't been able to commit truly, like from the funk of your soul, okay? Like you are not open So because of this, because you have a lack of faith and trust in the institution of love and like marriage and so love and romance, you're trying to fill that void with people, you know, who are not on your level. And it's not working out in your best interest. See, because the challenge is that this Fool card. And as I'm telling you, the Fool is someone in love and romance. You take that enthusiasm and you're trying to start something, almost forcing it to happen right away. Taking that leap, yeah, okay, leap of faith, but you're doing it with such enthusiasm and eagerness that it's pushing things in an unnatural pace, at an unnatural pace. Why? Because it's like almost like you're desperate to prove something. Like, you know, yes, I can love. Yes, I can have a relationship, and I will. So you're dealing with people that, you know, it's like McDonald's in, you know, in terms of nutrition. It's the McDonald's of love and romance, okay? It's not good for you. Just filling the void. Might taste good for a second, right? But for a few minutes, for 30 minutes while you watch your favorite show. But it's not good for you. Okay, consciously, you got 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is like an amorous trap. That's what it says in the Romantic Tarot, an amorous trap. Why? Because it's Pentacles, first of all. It's about the material world, right? That's what's on your mind. And it speaks to, like, someone who's got a fancy schmancy last name, well-established, speaks to legacies, you know, wealth, someone who's very well-established, their family. It's got a lot of focus on their family and lineage per se, okay? Like not like about the person themselves, okay? It's more like you're buying into where they come from, what their name is, what their qualifications are. Not even qualifications, okay? This is stuff they're born into. So, looks like consciously you want a 10 of Pentacles, but the situation is 5 of Pentacles. Because you're forcing it, okay? And then on the bottom, why? Because you're conflicted. You got two of Wands, frick. 2 of Swords, 2 swords, 2 truths, a choice, stalemate, indecision. You need to make a decision. You need to make a choice about what you're going to do now to move forward. Are you going to stay in this kind of distrustful, lack of faith kind of state? Okay, and keep manifesting half of what you really want? Or are you going to, you know, be single and happy with the way things are, you know, and embrace that? Like, it's just making a choice, okay? You need to make a decision about something. Maybe it's even making a decision between 2 people. Let's see, do we see 2 people? Well, we see a 2 of Wands over here, 2 of Swords over here. Anything else? Yeah. It looks like you're trying to compensate for a loss here, okay? I'll tell you why. In the recent past, you had someone who was the Emperor, okay? Or you were the Emperor in the past. Emperor is all about someone who is very authoritative, could be an Aries, someone who's a boss, someone who's controlling, someone who's a leader, okay? And that, generally speaking, the Emperor could be someone who's like an entrepreneur, their own boss. But in love, it is the gentleman, okay? It's someone who's consistent, very traditional, someone who sends love letters, you know, and very determined. So that was in the recent past. Wow, Emperor is really nice in love and romance. Okay. And then in the recent future, you got the Death card. So that ended. So whoever there was in the past, due to this lack of faith, lack of trust, you know, trying to fill the void, too much enthusiasm, not enough, like, you know, real experience to manifest this. It's not saying like you don't have experience in relationships. It's kind of like you might not have enough experiences with this person to manifest this right away, or the energy of these two is kind of like you're trying to fill the void, okay? Jumping into something quickly when you know you don't have the faith in this. You want something better. Consciously, you're thinking about this. I feel like this relates to this person, okay? This is someone who belongs like in this kind of a scenario, right? But this ended. This Death card. That means the end of a cycle. It was a major arcana. This is a major arcana. This person was meant to come into your life, and this person was meant to leave. And it was over. Okay? In the recent future, sorry, it's recent future position. It's going to be an ending. Now here you are in this position. 8 of Swords, feeling restricted by fear. So afraid that you can't see straight. You're blind. Okay? Look at this. This chick's blind. This chick's blind. Blindfolds. Okay? From 2 of Swords and subconscious now. Because you have to make this decision and you've been putting it off, you're now completely frozen with fear. This is like frozen in fear, scared to move. You don't know where you're supposed to be going. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing because you're just terrified of making the wrong move. That's why you've been stuck in this stasis here. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Around you, you got this tower moment. It was... this tower moment, it's like a breakthrough, okay? And in a nice way of putting it. Or it could be something so destructive, like finding out your spouse cheated and your friggin' marriage came undone, and it's like the kids are crying and the world is turned upside down. In the best way of looking at it, it could be like whatever way of thinking you had about somebody or somebody, how they felt about you, it came crumbling down into rubble. Worst case scenario, your life got ruined, okay? Or someone's life got ruined. This is the energy around you, someone around you, okay? Or it could be the energy you're surrounded by. Either or. It's a major destruction of some relationship, someone, some situation around you. And there's the death amplifying the tower, the ending. In the hopes and fears, you've got the Devil card. Capricorn. Also, doesn't have to be a Capricorn, right? I'm just reading you out the signs as well. The Devil card is like, okay, in love and romance particularly, aside from things like lust, ego, addictions, oversexed, control issues, too much materialism, all this excess, that's generally what the Devil's about, okay? In love and romance, we're talking about romantic love. When you see the Devil card, it speaks to more lust. Okay, we're not talking about substance abuse when we're talking about romance, right? Like we're talking about like someone who could be, you know, even a stripper type of person, okay? You're afraid maybe of this kind of person's influence. Maybe you found out that there's cheating going on with your spouse or with your partner, whoever you were seeing. And or it could be maybe you're feeling afraid of, you're afraid of being controlled. Like it could be like a controlling situation where you see like with this and this, it kind of amplifies that as well, right? This person might have a strong hold over you, making you afraid to leave, afraid to make a move. But then you see the Star card at the end, it's okay. It'll be good. Things will work out because after this situation is dead and gone, you have a moment of peace now. This is a karmic cycle of peace. Major arcana, major secrets, major influence. That's the outcome. This is making a wish. This is the Star card, right? It's about hope and faith. What were you missing, Gemini? Hope and faith in love. You get it back. That's a beautiful thing. Okay? That Star card is about being able to know in your gut, in your intuition, that you can manifest. Look where she's pointing to this. You know you can manifest this, right? What you were lacking before, you end up in the outcome getting it back, getting yourself back. Why? Because when this person is out of your life, this controlling person, it could be, you know, someone who says the right things and does the right things, but is a little bit controlling and made you a little bit fearful, and you found out possibly about a cheating situation, could be, right? And when this ended, you got your faith back. You've got this renewed sense of hope in love and romance again. Now you feel like, look at this, illuminating this. Like, yeah, this is what I was supposed to be doing. This is what I was doing. I was forcing it. I had to make a choice, right? Okay, so let's clarify. Can we get a Whispers of Love card? I'm holding this upside down. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 12th to the 18th, please. There, that's it. Look at that. Look to your inner strength. On the bottom, there was get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Also speaks to, like, you know, not being controlling. Okay. Let's learn about this. 11, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. It says, the angels are asking you to dig deep inside of your inner self. The strength is in you. Though it may not feel like it right now, you will be able to push through this. Believe in yourself and know that you have the power within you. Believe in yourself. Yep. Look at that. It's beautiful. Look at how this goes. Isn't that lovely? You're going to find yourself again, Gemini. Somebody put you through the ringer. And it's, you know, you were doing things to get by, okay? It wasn't fulfilling. I feel like there's a cheating situation here as well. Not on your part. Okay, can we get one Romance Angels card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of January 12th to the 18th? In romance, please, in their romantic lives. Can you take that? On the bottom, there's honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And that speaks to not technically a honeymoon, but going on, you know, if you're single, it has different stipulations. If you're single, going on a trip and meeting someone. If you're married, going on a honeymoon. If you're dating, you know, going on a vacation, something along that line. But we're going to read the top card, which is the one we read for. Was it reversed? Yeah, it was. I don't do reversed. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That's the card that I read. Okay, the top card. So let's talk about release your ex. You drew this card because your love life will improve once you emotionally and energetically release your ex-lover. The benefits of doing so include increased happiness, feelings of freedom, and the ability to attract a new lover who would otherwise sense the presence of your ex in your aura. The moment you make the decision to let go of the past, it is done. Sometimes this is akin to peeling layers from the onion, so continue releasing your ex whenever old familiar feelings rise or you find yourself attracting people reminiscent of him or her. As the painting on this card depicts, you may want to ceremonially burn a letter, wow, to release the old relationship energy and symbolically let go of old feelings. Or you can call upon the romance angels to clear lingering attachments to your ex. Tell you right now, Gemini, when they start telling you that you need to do rituals like burning letters or burning, like, you know, the personal effects of the person that you dated, that's pretty extreme, because generally these cards don't say stuff like that. So it just implies a very strong addiction to your ex, okay? We're going there because that's what the oracle cards are clarifying. You need to let it go. This is an unhealthy situation. Yeah, I was thinking and considering, should I pull out another card? But yeah, I think that's fine. So that was your reading, Gemini, for January 12th to the 18th. Just speaking to, you know, needing to let go of the past and finding yourself again. And that's the positive note there. Once this is all gone, you have faith restored in love. And that's beautiful. All right, so talk to you guys soon. Check in for your other weekly love readings, and I'll have general readings up as well. And I'm sure they'll be like 2 hours long. Until next time, take care, Gemini. Talk to you soon. Bye.